Okay, being a people pleaser. Being a people pleaser. I'm fucking 19 years old, lived my whole life being a fucking people pleaser. And what I have to tell you is if you could do any, bro, if I could have one regret, it's to never be that shit. Okay? Being a people pleaser is probably one of the worst things you can do. I was a fucking people pleaser, like just being like humiliating myself, bro. Just absolutely humiliating. And you know, the way it all started was essentially as a kid. Like, I'd see people get in trouble, like my siblings get in trouble or whatever, for doing whatever they did. And I'm like, I'm catching on, bro. I'm catching on. I'm smart as fuck. Like, I'm like, okay, if I don't do this, if I don't step out of line, if I'm easy, my life's easy. You know, I'm not gonna get in trouble. Easy as that. Like, come on. And then, I tried to avoid getting in trouble. Like, I was scared to get in trouble. I was scared of conflict, essentially. Um, God thought it was over for me. Okay, and so I go through school with this mindset of being easy, and it worked. And then I started, I was a weird kid. I love to be funny, so I just try to make people laugh, and I just try to be an agreeable person. And then coming to middle school is when I was really peaking with the jester activities. And then I'm like, fucking being a people pleaser, you do shit for people and you just put everybody else's priorities over yourself, okay? Like, I'm just trying to do everything for everybody and I'm not doing anything for myself. I'm trying to make people laugh, like trying to do all this, blah, blah, blah. And then nobody ended up even respecting me in the end. Everyone's still like fucking like make jokes to me and I'm like laughing along, whatever. Fucking like all the girls in middle school that I ever fucking dated, bro, I swear to God, like they all, like three of them like cheated on me and shit. But that's like normal kid stuff, I guess. But I didn't even like garner any respect, bro. They just said fuck me, like I'm getting cheated on. But and then it started to hit me more when I was in sophomore year of high school, and I'm like, I have no friends at all, or like it might have been going freshman, kind of going into sophomore year. I noticed I had absolutely no friends, which is more of like, not more of, but what had to play a part in it was me being just antisocial as well. But all those guys I used to be cool with in middle school, like nobody really talked to me at all. I kind of just got left behind because I never made anything solid of myself. As a people pleaser, you just don't get recognized. Like, you're not rememberable for being so fucking easy. Okay, that's kind of just how people work. You wish everyone was pure of heart to be like, oh damn, this person did this for me, like hell yeah. Because people pleasers, they look weak. Okay, you make yourself look weak by, for example, like, dude, I love pizza, and then they're like, oh, I hate pizza. I mean, yeah, like pizza's really not that good. Like, you just change up for no reason. Like, you know, change up your opinion, say whatever makes them happy, okay? They can tell that, they can sense that, okay? It's not like a secret, bro. You look stupid, you know? And so being a people pleaser, get absolutely no respect, bro. People will just walk all over you, or actually the people that do like you, because being a people pleaser, you're basically just uphill battle, trying to get everybody to like you when that's never going to happen. When you get people, even the people that like you, you've already taught them you're always going to be there to help them. Like, oh my, like you first, and everyone's going to keep asking you for favors. Okay. Everyone's going to keep asking you for more and more and more and more and more. And it gets to a point where you start to genuinely hold resentment towards these people because you don't really want to do all this shit. Okay. It gets to a point where you think you're just being nice, you're just being easy, but you don't want to do this shit. Okay. But you can't say no. You can't say no because you're scared of the conflict or rejection of whatever, and so you get stuck in this loop. And I remember I used to just like explode on people, I used to just be like, fucking like, you did this, that, I'd like hold it all in until I just like had to let it go. Like I couldn't take it anymore, And so, yeah, being a people pleaser, um, you hold resentment towards people, and you're teaching the people that actually care about you. You're teaching them like to ask you for shit, bro. I've actually it's gotten to a point where like it got to a point where people used to just volunteer me to help. Like I didn't say anything yet. I didn't say yes or no. They would just assume I was already going to do something for them. And then I'd just be like, oh yeah, I guess fine. Like I didn't even fucking say no, even though I would be absolutely pissed that they just like volunteered me to do something I didn't even want to do. And I just couldn't say no. Which is, I think that's absolutely fucking hilarious. And a lot of the people that you do these favors for, like you think they're cool with you until you stop doing that shit. Once you stop doing wanting to be a people pleaser, once you start having your own opinions, once you stop trying to help everyone with everything, people will actually get mad at you. Like they'll be pissed off, okay? Because you set this precedent of like you're gonna just do everything for them. They start depending on you and they get pissed off. Okay. I've dealt with a couple girls where it's just like they got mad at me once I didn't want to help them with something. They get mad at me, and then it's like, you don't even respect. Also, it's a respect thing. They don't respect you to keep asking you to do shit. Like, why don't you just do it yourself? Why do I have to keep helping you? And so that's really the whole problem with being a people pleaser. And the way you fix it kind of just depends. A lot of people, like, if you know what it is, like people pleasing, you either want their validation, you're scared of conflict, you're scared of rejection, like you just want to fit in, you just want to like, have a easy time. It's not gonna happen. It's not that simple. But the way that you get started, just be yourself. Take it slow. Just say no to anybody. Even if you want to help them do the favor, maybe just say no, But just say a simple no, okay? They might be like, oh, but please, please, please. And then you end up saying yes. It's okay, okay? You're not going to get it perfect. You're not going to get it perfect down the line. See, even I end up like still helping people with shit I don't want to help them with, but I still let my dissatisfaction show, you know, like I'm like fine, I guess, bro, I just at first say no, I don't want to do it, you know. I don't get it perfect, but over time you work towards things like that. And if it comes from wanting a sense of validation from people, I'm telling you, the validation that you're gonna get from somebody that's actually there for you, being you, is gonna feel 20 times better than you getting some fake thank you that they don't actually appreciate for you doing shit for them. They like what you give them, they like what you do for them. They don't actually like you. They like the idea of you, but that's not actually you. Okay?